Welcome back, everyone, to episode 117 of the Popcorn Podcast. I'm Tommy Cresta, alongside me, Ryan Ferran, and today we're here to talk about some recent entertainment news and to also talk about Gen V. So, yeah, before we talk more about some entertainment news, I just want to chat up my buddy Ryan. So, how you been?
Pretty
Since
good.
Saturday when I last saw you.
Not bad. Bombed a presentation in my one class.
The one that you were like,
No, different one. It was like a two-parter essay and presentation.
Yeah.
Essay,
Those are the worst.
bang that out. The essay was not bad. I finished that out. 3 pages, beautiful writing, if I do say so myself.
3 pages isn't bad either, especially in college papers.
Yeah, but the presentation, I got to class early, and it was like a half Zoom class. I was one of 2 people in the class. And the girl next to me, she was like, "Who wants to present first?" And she was like, "I can go first." I was like, "Okay." And she pulls hers up, and I was like, "Oh man!" Immediately, I knew I was just screwed. But I went up there, tanked it, and did my best. And the teacher was like, "Well done." I'm like, "That's a lie, but I'll take it."
Did you get a grade yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, see, maybe you didn't bomb it.
No, I probably didn't bomb it. And she's been
bombing it is a
fairly lenient.
I thought you meant you got like a 30 or something.
Oh no. I mean, I'm gonna get
like a 70.
Full credit for the paper, but presentation is gonna be like half credit, probably. Not that bad, but I did the work.
Yeah, so that's all that matters.
I just didn't read the directions thoroughly enough.
Dude, I did an entire paper last year. I think it was like 14 pages.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I read. He was like, this had to be 6 pages. He's like, and you wrote about the wrong topic.
Oh, man.
But he still gave me an 80 for putting all that work in.
Yeah.
He's like, don't try this in another class. I'll pass it. He's like, but you did the completely wrong assignment. I was like,
Here's the work. When you put so much effort into something and they're just like, this is just not what I asked you to do. You're like, come on, man.
That was like my math class this year. It was always like, show your work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I showed my work once.
Oh, I never show my work.
But they would always take off like points.
Yeah.
So I got 100 on every test, but I'm still going to finish the semester with like an 80 for getting nothing below 100.
Mm. See, the trick with showing work is just writing the formula down. That's all they want to see is just making it. Oh, you're online.
And you can't.
Yeah, online you
can't type it.
Yeah.
I don't know where they want me to show it. I could have asked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just never.
No, I just write the formulas on the inside of my calculator or I don't know, somewhere. High school had like an ID tag. Just wrote it right on there. Yeah. Perfect. I don't cheat that much, but math you can cheat on. If you're not cheating on math, you're not doing it right.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
People who like math are psychopaths.
I don't get it.
I don't. I just don't.
Like old school, like 3rd grade, you had those like addition tables, and it was like timed. You remember that? Real simple. So much fun. You're like, yo, what did you get? How many did you get? That was fun. As soon as they brought,
you had to ask someone what the addition tables were.
No. I meant like, how many did you get?
Like when you get it back and it'd be like 18 out of 20,
mm-hmm.
and then you get that random like 10 out of 20, and you're like, oh man, mom's gonna beat my ass.
As soon as division came in, I was like, this is hard.
No division was fine. I was like, oh,
yeah,
this is simple.
And the teacher just went up and wrote an X on the board. And I was like, this is multiplication, right? She's like,
Y equals mx plus b, bitch.
Oh man, we gotta draw now.
Oh dude, oh my god, I'm so bad. Forever in math, like I think going all the way back to, let's just go from 7th grade where school like actually gets kind of difficult. I had one, now it's 2 years because of this year. This is one of 2 years I have above an 80 in a math class.
Really?
In high school I had 1 year. I had a 97 though.
It
was Providence Stat. I had a Springfield, you can have a 60 in pass.
Yeah.
I had a 61 in geometry. And I was like, we're moving up, baby.
Yeah.
We're going up.
I got an A in my one class in college, my math class. It was a math of money course, so I had an incentive to pay attention. Yeah. But I remember because St. Francis, grade school, I was in honors math. But I remember I was always told that if you got below an 85 in the class, you were sent down to regular math.
Yeah.
I consistently got an 84 and was like, I hope nobody notices.
They never moved you down, right?
No, they never moved me down. But, I mean, there were like 7 kids in the class. I was never in honors math. No, I wish I wasn't. Go up there and be like, yo, you boys, this looks so much fun. This looks like so much more fun. Is what it is.
Well, moving on from me and Ryan's hatred of math, let's move into our actual podcasting life.
Math stinks.
What?
Math stinks.
Math's trash.
It's terrible.
I mean, you definitely need it.
Let's talk about history. History is a great
Yo,
subject.
history is the
It's
best.
great.
I love history.
Except I will say though, I'm taking an American history course right now, and it's great. Like
Don't you
I
dare.
still really like history, but learning about the Civil War for the 7th time
Yeah.
is like, god damn.
So I gotta
I
take
fell asleep in my class yesterday.
we did
I fell
a
asleep, but
you
I
fell
took
asleep?
I took a micro nap.
I've never slept in a class. Like
I
ever.
think I did it once for like 2 minutes. My buddy tapped me. I
I
was
was
like, well,
scared.
yeah, I know.
It's not true. I fell asleep in basic training
Really?
in a class. That was not worth the 2 minutes of extra sleep I got.
Mhm.
No, I love history. I took a class last year. It was legit. The only studies was 60s and 70s,
Mm,
and so
that's
that
fun.
was pretty cool. It was
That's a cool
cool. We
class.
went to like Vietnam, then we went to like
Mhm.
some other stuff. It was cool. It was a fun course. I just want to do film. Fuck school. Okay. Enough about classes. Now we're getting to the good stuff. I have a lot of good news. I think good news.
Okay.
No, there are some rough ones that we're gonna talk
There's
about.
some real rough ones.
Yeah, but then some really good one.
Mm.
Like starting off. God damn it, click. Taika Waititi will not be part of Thor 5.
Mm-hmm. If there is a Thor 5.
It's in early
not
development.
confirmed. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it wasn't confirmed yet. I mean, like,
I think Watch Mojo said it.
okay.
They're pretty good normally, but
yeah, they're going to keep pumping out Thor movies because they work, but
yeah, because they talked about it on they talked about how like, oh, Chris Hemsworth's gonna pass Christopher Reeves for the most solo films after Thor 5 comes out. So it seems like, yeah, so like I said, he has no involvement with Thor 5.
gotcha.
Thank God. I love it. The first one, he did a great job.
Ragnarok's fantastic.
Ragnarok's fantastic. Thor Love and Thunder is the opposite of fantastic.
Yeah. No, I think Taika is a really, really great director. He just needs somebody to tell him to shut the fuck up every once in a while.
Man.
Like, yeah.
Like Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Those guys know what they're doing, and when they do something really good, like they do a great job, it's a great project.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when they get full control of something.
Yeah.
It has its moments, but they push it too far.
Yeah. Even Hemsworth has said Love and Thunder was just too silly.
Yeah,
like,
he said if I'm going to come back, it needs to go the opposite way.
Yeah. There's a difference between like funny and silly, and Love and Thunder was just way too silly. It was just not great.
Especially because you had one of the darkest villains.
Yeah, Gore's awesome.
Gore
and they
was
just
cool.
made him. I mean, they couldn't do everything because they couldn't have like the the sword in the comics is like a symbiote.
Yeah,
At least like partially.
but you can't
He's
do
connected
that.
to that. You couldn't do that.
I mean, the sword wasn't the issue. It was more like that they kind of made him a little goofy.
Yeah.
It got like too childish.
Yeah. I mean, Bale did a great job though.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
It was the fact that kids fight him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, moving on. So I'm excited. I hope Thor 5's good. I would like a cool director to step in and take that. I think Andy Muschietti could do I could think he could do a Thor.
Andy Muschietti?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he'd probably figure it out.
Yeah.
He did just do The Flash.
I know.
But
I'm not holding that against
he
him.
also did the first It, which is great.
Yeah, but The Flash, he kind of I feel like he kind of took over The Flash. Like that was going through so much. Like that definitely, they were like, it has to hit these points.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to hold that against him. We'll see with The Brave and the Bold though, because he is directing that.
Yeah.
They just signed a writer just signed on for that. An Oscar-winning writer. I don't remember his name. It was like a couple weeks ago.
Gotcha.
Cool. David Fincher is glad that World War Z 2 was canceled, even though I was not, because he thinks The Last of Us did a better job, which is true.
Yeah.
But I would have really liked to see David Fincher and Brad Pitt do a zombie movie.
Did he do the first one? I didn't think so.
I think he produced it.
Okay.
Maybe.
But he was going to direct the second
Yeah,
one?
he was going to direct the second one.
Huh.
Or write it or something.
Gotcha.
But then it got canceled. So, made me sad. But, yeah, some little news.
I still got to watch The Killer, too.
Same.
I haven't watched it yet. I've heard it's good, but not great.
Yeah, like the reviews are so high, and then everything I read's like, it's good. I'm like, then why is that like a 90?
I've heard it's a great movie, but as far as like Fincher movies go, it's like middle of the road.
Yeah.
So,
and a lot of his movies don't get the best reviews that I think are like fantastic movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm still definitely going to watch it, but.
Yeah, no, so am I. I like Michael Fassbender. I like David Fincher.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the scene they released in the elevator with the body in the...
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. It is a tense scene. In the more comedic news, we got our first look at Ted in the Ted TV show.
Yeah. I completely forgot about that.
That was on the first episode of the show.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was first or second.
Full
Because I'm pretty
circle.
sure you were on it with me.
Okay.
So it probably was one. Yeah. And then Mark Wahlberg's not returning because Mark Wahlberg said he had better things to do. But yeah, we got our first look at.
Yeah. Look at that teddy bear.
Yeah, there he is.
Wow.
So we got our first look. I hope it's funny because I like the first two movies. I think they're both really funny.
Mhm.
I keep getting the thing where it's like me and the homies landing at Tilt Towers. Beetlejuice, dude, stop! He's gonna cause so much chaos. Right now. I was like, we need him. He's on our side. Or have you seen them?
The what?
Ted movies.
Yeah, I watched them with you.
Oh yeah, you did. And then he's like, my turn, assholes.
My turn, asshole.
Me third party of the team. So there's some Ted news. Oh, Napoleon got its the scores from Rotten Tomatoes were officially announced. It is currently sitting at 82%, and as with 22 reviewers currently.
Yeah.
So I know you want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch it just because I like Ridley Scott, like a lot of his movies. I'm just mad that he's not doing the accent.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely mad. I mean, we were talking about this earlier. We like history.
Yeah.
Was that before? Yeah, it was before the podcast. Just
No.
was it on the podcast?
Yes.
It all blends together. It all blends together. I'm always in go mode. Yeah, no, I mean, it does suck that Ridley Scott just said, what do you say, like grow up or something?
Get a life.
Yeah, get a life to history fans, which I'll kick it over to you.
It's fine. I don't need it.
It sucks that he says that, and it sucks. Joaquin Phoenix is. I'm sure he's going to turn in a great performance, but you know,
He better not
he's a
get
French
nominated for it.
yeah, I don't know. It's disappointing, but I think it'll still be a really good movie.
Yeah, so do I.
Because as far as like Ridley Scott's going to make, even if it's not great historically, even if it sucks in that aspect, it's going to look phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like it's Ridley Scott doing a
Practical
war movie.
epic.
Yeah.
Except you didn't like his last movie,
Which one was that?
The Last Duel.
But it still looked awesome.
And it's a banger movie. I don't care what you
I
say.
didn't love it.
That's one of the best movies from that year.
Yeah.
Jodie Comer should have been nominated. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, she was great.
I don't know why I said it like that.
I don't know. That was aggressive.
Fuck.
Yeah, Ray's mom was really good.
Was she Ray's mom?
She is Ray's mom.
Don't bring that up. That was funny.
It's in the
Now-
bad movie.
I have something for you that I think some news that I think you would really like. Godzilla Minus debuts at a perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah.
and the IGN gave it an 8.
I actually want to watch that. I'm sure it'll be pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm excited. That is not the American one with the Russells. This is Japan's movie.
Japanese one
And
coming.
it takes place, it's like back to the roots. It's post World War II Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited because I always like the idea that it's the nukes that caused Godzilla.
Yeah.
And it's our fault.
What is in the new movies too?
Is it?
No, it is.
No, it's the
We wake 'em
radiation tower and stuff, right?
No, the new
Or
movies
they
he's
wake
like
'em
there
up.
and we wake him up with the nukes. But he also feeds off the nukes and gives them power.
Yeah.
So he was
It's
always
just
there.
the one scene that bothers me is when they go into the house that they used to live in. You know, when they're wearing like the radiation
Oh,
suits
yeah,
and they
yeah.
go back into the house that he used to live in.
Mhm.
And somehow the happy birthday banner is still hanging and falls, just happens to fall after he looks at it and smirks and then falls.
Yeah.
I was like, that's some bullshit.
Perfect timing.
Into some Superman news. Superman Legacy is going to be soaring to theaters on July 11th of 2025.
Mm.
Did you? You
I like that.
you
So in
didn't
the
think it.
theaters. It's cute.
Filming
It's
is
good.
expected to begin in March of 2024.
Yeah.
4, yeah. Make
Um,
sure I was thinking the right date.
I'm still excited for this movie.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
Someone made an AI thing of David Corn Sweat.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be a good Superman.
So do I. He's a good guy.
And then, yeah, so it's good to know we were actually getting some Superman news. We got I forgot to put in this in the outline for myself. We got a writer has officially finished her writing for the Supergirl movie.
Mm.
Remember how they announced that they're gonna make this? Suppose James Gunn said it's better than what he ever imagined it was gonna be.
really,
And remember, we're getting like this is a different story. This is when she goes to different parts. Krypton's like split into pieces.
Yeah.
She goes and just starts murdering people. Like she's like wants revenge for what happened.
okay.
So yeah, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for David Corn Sweat as
Is-
Superman.
Are they keeping
They
what's her
haven't
name?
said.
Okay,
In the comics, she's blonde. This one.
gotcha.
This is his cousin, not his daughter. Well, she's technically his cousin in the
Yeah,
Flash,
she's
you
cousin
know.
Flash.
should have been the daughter. She looks more like the daughter. The cousin's supposed to have blonde hair. The daughter has dark, short hair.
Okay. But still on the Flash, she was looking for him.
She was
And then-
still a banger in that movie. Sasha Calle is the best part of that movie.
Yeah, I love the memes of Zod going, "The infant did not survive." Have you seen that
What
one?
memes do you
Have
have?
you not seen that? And it's like,
No.
dude, it's like me when my wife asked me to watch the baby and put a chicken in the oven. It just goes, it's like the infant did not survive.
That was a dark scene
Mhm.
in The Flash. Too bad he doesn't do anything else useful in that movie.
Yeah,
Well, moving on from that.
Disappointing. Release Batgirl.
Release Batgirl.
I watched a video on it just randomly the other night, like explaining the whole thing in detail. It does just suck. Like they just pulled it.
Yeah, like it was
It
done.
was done. It wasn't gonna be good.
No,
Probably
but it would have been
wasn't.
cool to see Brendan Fraser as Firefly. It would have been cool to see Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Like there's cool stuff, I bet.
Yeah. I think that the test screenings had like a 61, which isn't great, but at the same time,
It's better
what
than
was
a
it?
lot of movies.
Yeah. I mean, if you get middle reviews, that's not awful.
What's it called? Captain America got a 20 something.
Yeah.
Did you see that? It's going through 8 months of reshoots.
Yikes.
Yeah, not good.
Not good.
It was They said it was Marvel's worst test screening ever.
Really?
Yeah. I thought that movie was actually really good. I was pretty excited for that one.
Yeah, Brave New World.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that what's still called now?
I think.
Or they changed?
I mean, they might change it now, but that's what it was.
I hate Marvel right now.
Just can't do anything right. What's next?
We got a trailer to talk about. This is Rebel Moon.
Yeah. I told you.
This trailer did not look as good. It's starting to seem like, how do I word this? It seems like it's just a bunch of set pieces put together, like just action scenes with no substance.
Mm-hmm.
But that could also be a thing. That's just Zack Snyder.
It's just Zack Snyder. You can just say it. You don't have to fanboy the whole time.
I'm not fanboying. I don't fanboy Zack Snyder. I know bad movies that Zack Snyder does. This might be one of them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still like I'm
gonna watch it.
I'm always gonna root for every movie to be good. I just from the start I was like a dark, gritty Star Wars movie that they stopped and Netflix was like, let him do his own thing.
Yeah, it's because
it's not really that good.
They let him do his own thing because he's fucking made them a lot of goddamn money this last year.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It really just doesn't look great.
What was a phone call?
I'm just
denying it.
Just unprofessional.
Not as important.
No.
I have my phone out for the news, motherfucker. Yeah, so I don't think it looks good.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
wasn't the worst trailer we got.
No.
We'll get to the other ones, dude.
Get to
both two.
Both of them. Yeah, no, it looked good.
Visually stunning.
Yeah.
It's not the problem.
I don't know what the story is yet. Like
I guess the story she like crash landed.
Yeah, they're like hunting for her, but what's next? Why is Charlie Hunnam in it? He just seems like a Han Solo type character.
That's pretty much what he is.
Yeah. But like why are they jumping from I don't know. We'll see. What's
I think they're just what I took is that she's like getting a team together to fight. Okay. And then they're going from different worlds because it's gonna be like a battle of the galaxy. Yeah. And Anthony Hopkins is kind of like, I think
he's like a robot something.
Yeah, he looks dope though.
It does look dope.
And his scene was cool. He's like a new galaxy starts tomorrow or something. And he's just looking up as like rain. It looks like the Ben Affleck shot in the armored suit. And I was like those scenes, I was like, okay, that might be cool. And then there'd be like a long slow motion shot of like
that one shot of her like running and like this, where it's just all slow motion in the trailer. There's one shot that was like, oh man.
I thought about the guy jumping at the spaceship with the knife.
That looks rough.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't be in slow motion in the movie.
We'll see.
We could be wrong.
It's Zack Snyder. There's going to be a lot of unnecessary slow-mo, but it'll look cool, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, holding out hope for that. But
so, do you remember when we were fan casting for the DC Universe?
It's the Jacob Elordi thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it. Bet.
I was just going to intro it.
Okay, intro it.
No,
go back.
Ruined it.
Pretend that never happened. When were we fan casting for?
Remember when we did the episode
for Superman? For a specific, for an actor that may or may not have played Elvis recently.
Remember when we were doing the episode, pretty much talking about James Gunn breakdown video, and we were like, "Oh, who do you want to play this? Who do you want to play this?" Mm-hmm. Well, if anyone remembers that episode, I recommended Jacob Elordi because I thought he looked like Superman. I thought he had the build for it.
I half remember that for sure,
and I think I brought up multiple times since then. Well, Jacob Elordi actually passed on Superman because he said it was too dark.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
But David Cornswell, I think, is going to do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said those movies aren't for him, which is fair enough.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And especially the way like Jacob Elordi's career is going right now. Like
he doesn't seem like he might need a superhero.
No, he's killing it right now. He just played Elvis. He's got Saltburn going out. I talked about this a few episodes ago. He's like this year he played Elvis. He played that huge character people might remember him for a while for.
Yeah.
And he's doing Saltburn, which is this fucking weird artsy shit that could
They
be
said
really
it's
good or really bad.
Babylon's little brother.
Yeah. So like he's gonna have a big year of playing a huge character like Elvis and having a really artsy movie with a great performance like Saltburn, hopefully. Um,
Everything I've read is that him and Barry Keoghan are incredible.
yeah.
Because it
So
just had its premiere last night.
yeah, his career is still rising, I think. But even if he just doesn't need a Superman role,
He's gonna be
which
like
is
the
good.
Brad Pitt kind of thing, where it's like he has like a model face, which kind of hurts you sometimes,
Hmm.
but he actually has the acting chops
He
to back
has
it
the
up.
skill. Yeah, absolutely.
He is like really, I think he's a really talented actor.
Yeah, he's really
So
good. Yeah, but I'm
I
kind
can't
of
wait
glad
for
he passed on
Saltburn.
Superman. Like,
Yeah,
not every actor needs to play a superhero.
and they don't all want to do that. Like
Yeah.
they want to do like practical stuff, and they want to do
Hmm.
like real like stories that they feel like they're telling a story, not like a superhero story that's been
Yeah.
told 100 times.
Mhm. The thing that interests me in that though is that he said it was too dark. Because remember, like when he announced it, he said it wasn't going to be super dark.
I
Like,
think
not that it
dark.
was going to be.
He could just mean like it's just not for him.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Like
then he
he.
did say he loves the Dark Knight movies.
Mhm. I don't know. Like they didn't say it's going to be like a PG movie or anything like that. But I remember him saying like Superman Legacy will be a step down. Like it's not going to be as dark as Zack Snyder what was going for. Like it's going to be lighter tone, more fun.
Yeah, like he's
You
gonna
know.
be young Superman, just being Superman.
Yeah, like
What
that.
we're all
So
used to.
yeah. So when he says it was too dark for him, that just kind of I don't know.
Yeah,
Makes me
I
makes
thought
me
about it. I was
curious.
like,
Yeah.
hmm.
We'll see.
They were actually going to recast Henry Cavill for him. He just misunderstood the question. um, yeah, I read it. I was reading some Saltburn review. It's at like a 3.8 right now in Letterbox.
Mm.
Which out of 5 is not bad.
Yeah.
And they were like, it was like a bunch of reviews that would just be like, this movie's just showing just how fucking hot Jacob Elordi is
Yeah.
for in 2 hours. I was like, fair enough.
Yeah. Whatever.
I think the movie's actually be a lot of fun. I'm excited. But yeah,
Oh, I got my pup up to see the holdovers today.
you went with him?
No, he's in
No.
Florida right now, but
He went Salt.
yeah,
Do you like it?
he hasn't gotten back to me yet.
Oh.
He just sent me a text seeing it today, and I was like, "Cool, let me know how you think." And he just, I don't know, it's up in
Never
the air
got
right
back
now.
to you. The next thing we have is another trailer
Mhm.
with my least favorite voice actor right now,
Mhm.
Chris Pratt, voicing Garfield. I'm not gonna lie. First half of this trailer, I was actually really involved. Like when it's like sad and he's just like,
See,
I was like, oh, and then I forgot it was Chris Pratt. He started talking. I was like, oh yeah,
yeah,
damn it.
yeah. See, the first part of that trailer, I was into it. I was like, "Oh, they're gonna show how he met John, and it's gonna be interesting." But then he started eating pizza, and I was like, "Where's the goddamn lasagna?" And he is at the very end. He eats everything, and then he starts munching the lasagna at the end. I was like, "Okay, that's fine. As long as he's eating lasagna at the end, that's fine." Then the rest of the trailer plays. You're like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like, it is so bad.
I did like the line with the lasagna. He's like, this is about to get really, really graphic.
Yeah,
I was like,
but Chris Pratt's voice just does not
doesn't
fit.
fit Garfield.
It's not grumpy. It's not like, you know what I
It's
mean?
not Bill Murray.
Yeah, it's not like sassy, grumpy cat. Just doesn't fit whatsoever. And also, Sam Jackson as his dad. First of all, who gives a fuck about Garfield's dad?
Yeah.
Second of all, that just doesn't fit at all.
No,
Like,
their
it
voices
just
do
doesn't
not match.
doesn't match whatsoever.
Maybe his mom was a snow bunny.
Okay. I didn't
Back to
say
back
it.
episodes with a
It's a
joke I
rough
should have left in the drafts.
Yeah, I didn't say it.
Still think it's Samuel Jackson.
No, I didn't. Samuel Jackson's great.
Samuel Jackson's a goat. Unless it's in
Absolutely.
the Marvels.
Yeah. Also, why is that cat so goddamn big?
Yeah, that thing's a lion.
It's a massive
It's not a
cat.
goddamn cat.
Yeah, I just don't know. The animation looks like shit too.
Yeah.
Like it's just way too. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's
No, it looks pretty bad.
it's not great. Like it looks meh. I don't know. They were trying to go for like a really cartoony look, which is great because Garfield's a cartoon, but
Yeah.
I think like I don't know. It was a little too like glossy.
No, I know what you
That's
mean.
right.
I wasn't a
I
fan.
watched it 2 days ago. I kind of forget by now because I just blocked it out. But
Hiding it
from
from
what I
your
remember,
brain.
it just doesn't look great.
No, I
It's
don't
gonna be
think so.
a terrible movie.
It is going to be very, very, very bad.
Yeah.
But next trailer is actually something that I had never seen the other two, leading up to this one. And it was a trailer I actually thought was really well done.
Mm.
And this was Terrifier 3, released its first teaser trailer. And for those who don't know, this one is taking place during Christmas, which I think is going to be a really fun way to mix Art the Clown in. And everyone
Yeah.
knows my fear of clowns, but I actually think this is going to be a lot of fun. So I am going to go and rewatch them. Not rewatch, I'm going to go watch them for the first time. But the trailer is a little girl,
Yeah.
and she thinks Santa's in her house.
Mhm. No, I watched it.
Oh, you did watch it?
Yeah, it's
And then it
man.
comes back, and he's just covered in blood, just eating the cookies. I was like, "Oh, this movie's going to be a
It's
blast."
gonna be great. Yeah, I do have to watch the Terrifier movies too. But I've heard they're just fun.
They're just
They're
gore.
just gore fest. But if you like that, it's a good time.
I
And
thought
Art the Clown is just he's a fun
terrifying,
character.
horrifying.
It's gonna be terrifying for you. I'm gonna be laughing at you the entire time.
Oh, these are gym photos. Don't need to.
Ew.
Not of me, of like my gym.
Oh.
I was showing Matt what machine I was using.
Oh, okay. You made it sound like it was you. I'm like, God, ew. Taking gym pics?
No. Mortal Kombat 2 has started filming, as it was confirmed by Carl Urban.
Let's
Pretty
go.
cool. The first one was a lot of fun. I think the movie gets worse and worse though.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes, incredible.
Oh, the opening scene is
Yeah.
dope. Yeah.
It just progressively gets worse and worse until the CGI by the end is just
It's really
not
bad.
there.
Goro
anymore.
looks like shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's just a rough end of the movie.
Yeah.
But so I'm excited. I hope they get more money for this one to make this one a little better CGI wise, visual effects.
Mhm.
But I'm excited. I'm gonna watch it. I really enjoyed the first one. I
Mhm.
think it was a good step forward for not comic book movies, video game movies going forward. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, no, I like the first one. It's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie. And Carl Urban as Johnny Cage is just gonna be
It's a very
great.
good
I'm
casting.
so excited just to see that. So yeah, no, I'm
Mm.
excited for it.
Wow. A movie I am very excited to watch that comes out this week
Mm.
is Thanksgiving, the new slasher film.
Oh yeah,
It has debuted at an 88% with 25 reviews. It's pretty.
it should be.
Actually, looks like a lot of fun.
It does.
And they said they have some really, really unique kills.
Mhm.
And there was one that they bake a woman like a turkey.
Yeah,
And it
I've
looked
seen that.
rough. There's some really cool kills in the first Red Band trailer, so I'm really excited.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and see this. I have to go away this weekend for the army, but besides that,
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and see it. Maybe I'll get to see it Friday after work, Saturday, something like that. So I am gonna try and watch it. But yeah, I'm very excited to watch Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it looks good.
Gonna watch it with me?
I'll watch it.
Really?
Sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Moving on to Marvel. Destin Daniel Creighton. I think that's his name.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he's the director of Shang-Chi, and he was going to be directing and writing Avengers Kang Dynasty. He will no longer be moving forward with either writing or directing. He is now going to be focusing on Wonder Man, and he's going to be focusing on Shang-Chi 2. Why have we not seen him again? Shang-Chi? Nothing? No post-credit scene? Nothing?
I don't know.
He was like the best movie we've gotten.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
He was a banger.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited for
reviewed
the
that on the
second one.
podcast.
And we saw him. Was the post credit scene? It was with Wong and Hulk and Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
right? It's a weird trio to bring in, but
Well, they
it was
weren't all
decent.
there. They were all in like their
Yeah,
own
they were all
places.
there still, but yeah, it was a decent post credit scene. I thought he would come up later with the.
I thought he'd come up with the bracelet. I thought that would kind of like associate to him somehow.
Yeah, so a lot of people thought that, and then with the in Quantum Mania, the way Kang's thing looked,
Mhm.
it had like the band. People thought it was gonna connect. I mean, I never really did. I thought it was just the design of it. Doesn't if it's just rings doesn't mean it's the 10 rings, but. Yeah, I want to see him again soon.
Yeah, because I
Simu
really
Liu
like
is-
Simu Liu.
Yeah, he's great.
He's great in
character.
Barbie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Shang-Chi 2 hopefully is going to be pretty good. Wonder Man is someone I know nothing about,
I
and
know
I
a little but enough.
completely forgot about that movie, but
Yeah, it's fine.
we'll see.
And the last bit of news before we move into our Gen V review is that Pedro Pascal is being rumored to have signed as Reed Richards in the MCU.
Oh,
No,
what?
no,
Why?
no.
Who else do you want?
I want John Krasinski. I
Well,
want him to stay as Reed Richards.
yeah, John Krasinski would be great,
I want
but
Pedro Pascal to go in the DC.
But-
I want him to be like Constantine.
okay.
I want him to be Batman.
I think Constantine would be pretty weird. No, you need an actual British dude to play Constantine.
No.
Yeah, I mean, Keanu Reeves is dope, but still,
I'm excited for that. I didn't know that that was still moving forward.
it
It's
is
still
still
coming out. It's gonna be an Elseworlds project.
nice.
They said it's gonna be like a hard R movie too.
Mm.
So I'm excited. That is it for our news episode. What about him?
The CW trailer.
Oh shit! Hey, I didn't have a screenshot of it.
Yeah, well, Madam Web.
You run this part. I'm gonna delete all those pictures so I can save some storage on my phone.
Madam Web dropped, and it's a movie that when did that get announced? Like 2 years ago, maybe even 3 at this point.
I was very excited.
I mean, it was a long time. It's been a long time coming. I remember all the casts have been announced. Like I remember when Sydney Sweeney got announced as she's playing Gwen, right?
No, what
Or
the
is it?
fuck?
I forget who she's playing.
I mean, Wonder Girl, not Wonder Girl. Spider Girl.
I know Spider Girl, but
Yeah, that's
I
it.
thought it was like a version of Gwen or something that became Spider. I don't know, something like that. But
I don't think so.
goddamn, this trailer was terrible.
Yeah, it was fun.
It looked like a CW show. The villain looks incredibly stupid. The whole like time travel. It almost seems like she was like time slipping, like Loki.
She better not be.
But I mean, I doubt they're gonna like call it that or have it be the same thing. But that's like what it looked like. She was
Yeah.
going like back and forth, like not on purpose. But it just looks so goddamn stupid. Like none of it looked good. The costumes didn't look good. The like small glimpses we see of it. I appreciate them going pretty practical,
I'm not gonna
but
lie.
at the same time,
I still want to see Sydney Sweeney's. Not gonna judge it yet. I'm not gonna judge it until we get an actual shot of it. Just want
what kind of shot?
Just like a full shot, like a promo
Like
art,
a full,
promo picture,
yeah, okay.
like plain background
Yeah.
promo shot.
Yeah, of course.
Like her,
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Who the hell's the dude?
Oh, I have no idea.
I thought when he said, remember the set photos released and people thought it was Miles
Yeah.
when they're like fighting.
Mhm.
They are going to be fighting on the Statue of Liberty. For those who don't know, that was the shot that got released.
Is this supposed to be Spider-Man? I don't think because we never see him swing. We just see him like
And it
jumping
doesn't
around.
look like Spider-Man.
It does. I mean, the mask kind of does,
It
but
resembles him, but
why would he be?
I thought they were going to say it was Miguel
O'Hara.
O'Hara, and I would have been really mad.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, the Spider-Man costume itself, no, but the actor looks like a dude who could play Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah.
Look decent.
And then Adam Scott, we saw him.
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
Ben Parker.
Ben Parker. Okay. Cool.
I don't know if that's actually true. That was like the big rumor is that he's Uncle Ben.
Nice.
Please, God, don't be.
Yeah, no, I just don't know what the hell this movie's even going to be.
Well, do you want to hear an upside of the Sony
It
universe?
just doesn't. It's ending?
No.
Damn
Craven had very high test scores.
Really?
Yeah, the highest of the Sonyverse so far.
I still find it amazing that nobody knew that Russell Crowe was in that goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Until that trailer dropped. It's just so funny.
Then the guy who's playing Chameleon, we didn't see him in the trailer at all.
No, we didn't see him.
That's gonna be cool. I love Chameleon.
Yeah.
So I think Craven's actually be a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be the best thing that they've done.
Yeah, I think it could be fun.
This is going to be.
Well, it depends. The thing I'm worried Craven's not going to be very good, but also I want to see the design for Rhino because all we saw was like his arm start turning scaly because that could very easily be like, oh, they really went for it, or oh my god, this is horrible.
I hope they just go for it.
I hope they go for it.
Just try and do it as crazy as possible.
Yeah.
It can't be worse than Paul Giamatti.
No.
So yeah, that's all I really have to say about Madam Web. I don't really care enough
Yeah,
to talk about it.
I was kind of excited for it because I mean, Madam Web's just a cool character,
But it's not even like real Madam Web.
No, she's like an EMT. It doesn't. I just don't get it.
Yeah. I don't get why you just don't do a real Madam Web story, like an older woman.
Yeah. Have her be like one timeline or one universe is getting like corrupted by something and she has to step in and help. That could have been cool.
Mm-hmm.
But now we just get some random story that nobody has any clue what the hell's going on with. I don't know. It's just very confusing the direction they're going. Just don't.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. And it just did not look good.
No, the trailer
in
was
any
atrocious.
aspect. Yeah, but moving on to the Gen V review. Moving on to a show that was very good. I can say my opening thoughts about it.
Yeah,
I think
I'm gonna pull up the cast and stuff.
Yeah, I think the show as a whole, I was very hesitant to watch it because I'm not usually a fan of like college or high school like dramas and stuff like that. It's just not my scene. Which it's funny to say because I'm a college kid, but still, just I don't usually love that stuff. So I wasn't even gonna watch this show. If it had like a tie-in to The Boys or anything, I would probably just watch a YouTube video or something explaining it and just move on with my life, not really care about it. But then I saw that IGN gave the first 3 episodes a 9, and I was like, okay, I can check this out. And I remember watching the opening scene and texting you immediately like, oh, yo, this show is legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was really, really surprised. I think like a lot of people that this show was as good as it was. And I mean it kept going all the way through episode 7.
All the way through episode 8, in my opinion.
I think
That's where
episode
we
8,
separate.
yeah, see like we can start off spoiler free for now and then
Yeah,
shift
I
to
was going to
spoilers
do
a little
like
bit.
the whole like critics or what they're saying.
Yeah. So we can yeah, I guess we'll talk about the show as a whole, but I just to get it out of the way, episode 8 was just way too short. It was
That's the issue for me. It's just short.
yeah,
But I like the episode.
it was the shortest episode of the season, and I think it wasn't a bad episode, but so much stuff within the episode was just rushed and not really thought out, and it just really tanks the episode. I don't think it tanks the season as a whole because I think the season was really good. I just think this finale was really disappointing to me, just to me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not going to make fun of your opinion.
Mhm.
No, I was kind of I was along the same lines as Ryan when the show was first announced. I was like, oh god, like I like the boys universe just being the boys. I
Mhm.
like when shows just don't need to make spin-off. So I was like, oh my god, this could be terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it actually wasn't. It ended up actually being one of my favorite shows of the year. I was really happy with what they did. And I am a sucker for teenage dramas, as Ryan knows. I love One Tree Hill, love Gilmore Girls, like all that kind of stuff. So of course, I'm a sucker. So I was going to watch it now, but not now. When they started posting reviews, so I watched it first episode with Ryan. I was like, holy shit, this is legit. And then I think we watched the next 3 episodes that night, and I just love the show. I like the boys universe. It has that like, when a show, any like TV show, movie, or anything does like the color grade where it feels like it's like, oh my god,
I know what you're saying.
like they
But
unsaturate it, like
yeah.
lose its color. Like Zack Snyder does it a lot,
Mhm.
but it always has like that blue tone to it.
Yeah.
Somehow they do it in the boys universe, but it
It looks
still
great.
keeps all the good coloring.
Mhm.
But like it feels like they
Yeah.
turn the sharpness up.
Yeah, it has like a little filter over it.
Yeah,
But
and I love it.
it does look really, really good.
And I think every character in this season was really well done.
Mhm.
And it never felt like that any character wasn't like I was never a character. I was like, oh my god, can we just stop this person? Go back to the other storyline. I liked every storyline. I liked every character. There were a lot of good twists to this season, and just a lot of good moments. And I think that it did a really good job on handing this off to the boys season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, boys season 4. Because now I kind of have an idea where they're going.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it left enough that I was like, what about this? What about that? That they'll eventually answer at the end of the boys, which will then lead into season 2 of Gen B.
Yeah.
So I really liked it. And what the critics are saying so far is that it's at a 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb. It's at a 97 on Rotten Tomatoes with a 78% audience score. And it has a 78 on Google.
Mm.
So no one remembers when the boys debuted. It debuted around the same thing. Critics really loved it, but audiences kind of took them a little bit.
Standoffish.
Yeah, which it makes sense with the show. It is very vulgar. It's very bloody. They fully dive into nudity, sex, and all that. So sex, drugs.
Yeah.
They really just go for it. So I love it. Ryan loves it. But it definitely, I can see why some people it's not for them.
Mhm.
But yeah, I really liked it. I know what Ryan's meaning by I wish it was longer, the finale, but I still got to see the stuff I wanted them to answer for me. And I got to see someone that I was very excited to see. 2 people I was very excited to see.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a really good season. And I think that they did just a really good job. It was a lot better than I thought they could ever have made it. That's where I
Absolutely.
sit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, I was just surprised by the whole show. It was just really, really good, pretty much all the way through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we can get into spoilers now and just talk about specifics of what we liked and didn't like. So, in the spirit of the boys, if you don't want to spoil it for you, fuck off. That's it.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk.
No, I was just a little bit hard. I was getting some time to leave.
Oh, yeah.
if you're still here, um,
If you're still here, you're getting spoiled for you.
yeah, deal with it. I don't care. Homelander dies at the end of this,
No,
and
he
it's really
doesn't.
um,
I love. So I'm gonna just swing right out the gate
yeah.
on
Go
spoil.
ahead.
The fact that they killed off Patrick Schwarzenegger
Hmm.
was not expecting that.
Not at all.
Not at all. I really thought Luke was gonna be a main character of the season. What's his name? Something boy.
I think it's
Golden Boy.
Yeah,
What
I
were you
almost said
guys?
Wonder Boy.
No, Golden Boy. And he's pretty much like this class's Homelander. He's the best at everything. He's the strongest, the fastest, all this stuff. So
But he's also not a dickhead. Like he
no,
was
he's
good.
not
He was a
super
good kid.
sweet.
Yeah,
He's got a girlfriend that seems like she really likes him
for now.
for now. And yeah, it's just he's a really cool character, and I actually really liked him because he was just nice.
Mhm.
And he fucking dies in the first episode, even though he's the main marketed character in
He
the
didn't just die. He
trailers.
fucking
Yeah, he
explodes
explodes and
himself.
kills the president of the school.
Hmm.
So first episode ends with a bang, literally.
Yeah.
Um, I thought Marie Moreau was
Mhm.
really cool.
Yeah.
The way they showed every character. There's an episode. I think it's episode. Soldier Boy was in. That's a spoiler. Soldier Boy's in 7, right? Or is he in
I
6?
think it's 6.
6. I think 6 was probably my favorite episode of the season
Yeah, the
because
one in her
first
head.
off, he was great to see. Soldier Boy.
Mhm.
You know,
Knock knock.
knock, knock, who's there?
Go
Fuck your own
your-
face. I bleed red, not commie red. Red, white, American.
Red,
Knock,
white,
knock.
blue.
Who's there? Fuck your own face. I love it. I think Jensen Ackles is so good,
Mhm.
but not like he's not in the reason. I just love seeing everyone has their. You get to see everyone's powers go wrong pretty much.
Yeah.
And they all have their moments where they don't do the right thing. And it was. I just thought it was a nice episode. And
Yeah.
going inside, what's her name? Kate's head.
Mhm.
I just thought that the way that the lightning would strike, and it was
Yeah.
just her having a seizure. Really,
Yeah.
I thought all that the way they did was really well.
Hmm.
Really
Yeah, and
well done.
I like seeing everybody's kind of like it was everybody's deepest secrets.
Yeah.
Like everybody, then everybody had to go through that room. It was like a an escape room with things you want nobody to find out about yourself.
Yeah, and they
So it
were
was
rough.
it was a really good episode. I really liked that one. That's probably up there with my favorite too. I don't know. It's been like 2 weeks since we watched, so they're starting to kind of blend together.
They
for
they
me.
do blend a lot.
Yeah.
I like the episode when they break into the woods. It's like
Mhm.
that event that they're all going to, like dressed
Yeah.
nice. That was a really well done episode. We watched
Yep.
that one, and it was cool because I feel like that one did a really good job of exploring Jordan's powers a lot more. Where's
Mhm.
the girl that played Jordan? I'm trying to find her. She's not on the cast list. Can you look up who played her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not showing up on the list. Derek Liu, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, plays Jordan Lee. Jordan was really cool because Jordan's powers he could switch between a girl and a boy. They could switch between a girl and a boy. And I just really like that whole dynamic. It was funny seeing that their clothes did fit each other perfectly, which doesn't really make sense.
Mhm.
But you see that their dad, my bad, their dad is not accepting of this, and he just wants them to be a boy all the time.
London Thor.
London Thor, you were probably my favorite actress.
Yeah.
I thought
Great
you were
last name too.
Thor.
Thor.
I thought they were great, both of them, as
Mhm.
like the playing because they felt like the same person. They were able to get down the
Most of the time.
lines.
Yeah, I think there were a few points where they kind of seemed a little bit different. Like I think a lot of the times the female version was a little sassier, kind of like it was never an extreme thing, but I feel like
Yeah.
just minor details was like kind of, you know, like within a scene they would change and kind of act a little bit differently. But I mean, who's to say they're even on set at the same time? Maybe they were filmed at different days and they
Yeah.
just kind of got lost. It was never a big deal. But yeah, I think the character was really cool. I kind of wish we found out more about their powers.
I think we'll get more the next season.
I think we will because it kind of seemed like it almost seemed like
Well, they're
Sue
super
Storm.
strong too.
Yeah, like general strength, durability, stuff like that. But it almost seemed like Sue Storm type powers, where it was like a force field almost.
Yeah,
And they could like shoot it. It was like a light beam thing.
but Sue Storm could also control weather.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, no, not Sue Storm. I'm thinking of just Storm.
Yeah, no, I don't know why I agree with you. But it also seemed. This is just my thought of what I thought I saw. I didn't pay attention super hard, but it almost seemed like the guy version was more defensive. Like when he was blocking a punch, she would switch to the guy, and then when she was attacking, she switched to the
Oh,
girl.
really?
I don't. I could be
That'd be pretty
completely
cool
wrong.
though. If that was like a thing. Like
Yeah,
each one had their own like power set.
yeah,
Each
I could be
version of them.
completely wrong on that, but
Yeah,
I thought it was kind of cool.
yeah, but like everyone's good. That's the whole thing.
Mhm.
Emma Meyer as Liz. No, Lizzie Broadway as Emma.
Yeah, she was
Her
great.
storyline was heartbreaking.
Hmm.
Her episode was really good.
Yeah.
To like focus. That's the one when they break into the woods. That was a really good
Mhm.
episode. And then you meet Astrid German as Sam. Badass, and
Yeah,
he is just strong.
he is strong. I like to know more about his powers
Yeah,
because we really only see him jump and then rip people apart.
I think he's just like the Hulk.
Yeah, I think he's just strong.
He's
But
not the smartest.
yeah, but they say multiple times he's stronger than Luke, and I feel like we never see that. You know what
But
I
we saw
mean?
Luke just piece up the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But remember, this is the first season. We're definitely gonna
No,
learn
yeah,
more about
totally,
him.
totally. But
But
I never got the feeling he was stronger than Golden Boy. I mean, physically like muscles, but I feel like if they got into a fight,
no,
Sam would get
nah.
fucked
Well,
up.
no, because they show you that they're taking Sam's powers and giving them to Luke.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sam is a freak of
Yeah.
nature.
Oh, he's a freak in general too. Just schizophrenic.
Poor guy. I feel so
He's
bad for him in
messed
this
up.
show. And he doesn't mean to be bad.
I mean, the last episode, he was pretty bad.
But you gotta remember, he had never been out like that. So he
That's true.
saw those kids stand there, so he thinks that's the right thing to do, probably.
That's true. But then,
That's why I can't hold it against him. Like he doesn't know. I feel like he doesn't even know better.
yeah, but then the one person who stuck with him, Emma, the one person who stuck with him and genuinely liked him as a person and loved him,
But he was also being tortured by humans.
he was. But then when she is like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "Fuck off. This is fun."
He didn't say fuck
Like,
off.
I know, but he pushed her out of the way and made her cry, which was
That was sad.
bad.
But at the same time, he was tortured for years by these people. So I
He
get
was.
it. I think Kate's more evil than he is. I think he's
Yeah.
just trying to get revenge on what happened to him.
I think no,
Kate's just, I think, bad.
I see what you're saying, but at the same time, teachers who he's murdering weren't torturing him. They may not even know, and
No,
he
they
just
don't.
doesn't care. At the end of the season, he's not just killing people who worked in the woods, which I would be fine with. They did torture him for
Yeah.
years. He's killing humans in general.
Well, 'cause
That's all
then-
they care about.
Made him not.
Well, Kate made him not feel, but even before that, he was doing that. Remember,
Yeah.
he attacks like the teacher, the
Doesn't kill
acting
him, though.
teacher. He doesn't because Emma tells him not
Yeah.
to. He's choking the shit out of him.
That guy deserves it.
He does, but at the
That guy
same
is
time,
a scummy human being.
at the same time, if he died, I would have been so sad because he's
Really?
so funny. He's
I
so
hoped
funny.
he died. I thought he was gonna give me the joy. They didn't.
No, his death has to be like an awesome, like funny scene.
It just
like,
has to be Homelander, like dropping
Yeah.
him off a building or something.
It's gonna be great.
I also wanted to shout out Chance Perdomo as Andre. He was also very good.
Andre
all
was
the leads
great.
were very good.
Yeah.
And they all had their own, like, a lot of times in a show, especially like on ensemble cast, it always feels like some of the characters don't get like their emotional scenes, like to show off their acting chops.
Yeah.
They all have their scenes where they have to cry, they have to yell, they have to really go for it.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see each one. Because even Ben has his moments. Like he's definitely Sam, not Ben. Fuck. Acid German, he gets to do a lot of the scenes when he's having like an
episode.
episode.
Yeah.
His schizophrenia is coming out.
I assume it's schizophrenia. They never say it outright.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
he's
think,
seeing
but
things. Like when he's watching TV, I think it's a really well done scene.
That
He's
was great.
yelling to the TV.
You gotta kill him.
Yeah, and they pull out the K.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it was funny, but at the same time, it was so like upsetting
Yeah.
because he doesn't like. It's just his brain.
Yeah.
And I don't know if some of it maybe comes from the stuff that they've done to him. Like all that could have an effect on him. Emma's storyline that the way she gets smaller is by purging. For those don't know, purging is when you eat and then force yourself to throw up so you don't gain weight. It is a type of eating disorder. So it was a very sad storyline, and her character just has to do some awful things.
Yeah. I did love the part of the like the big party where they first find the woods and like maybe not like episode 3 or
she's
something.
chugging and naked in the pool.
No. When she's talking to her mom, and her mom's like, "Oh, this is my daughter. She can turn sweat. She's so great." And she's like, "Yeah, she taught me how to do this, by the way." It's like I have to
Yeah.
throw up. I'm losing enamel. And he's like, "That was a great scene." She's like, "Yeah, she's the one who taught me to do this."
Oh,
I love those scenes where they just finally break and they're like, "You know what? Fuck you. I don't care anymore."
yeah.
Those are always great.
It's just a really well written show.
Yeah,
Like I like every scene. I like all the characters.
yeah. I think the writing does fall apart in the last episode, though, for me,
Really?
because yeah, it does, and I think it's not in like huge parts, but I think um, I had an idea in my head that was better than this one, but the part where um, what's her name does touch Sam and she says no more feelings or like don't feel anything.
Yeah.
The very next line, Sam goes, "I feel great." It's like you can think of one better line than that. Like
No, see, I
it's something
like
like that.
that.
No, I
Just because I just take it as like he doesn't know any better. Like he just
yeah
don't. Like he's not the brightest guy.
yeah no, I think so.
And
But
feeling
also
nothing to him feels great.
yeah, I think with what's her name again? The girl, the mind control girl,
Kate.
Kate. Yeah, I think her powers needed to be fleshed out a little more. And it's not how they work; it's how long they last for me.
Yeah.
Because we get parts where like the Jumanji thing, that was a great joke, and we see later on the guy, I think his name was Rufus, the
He was a
psychic guy who was
dick.
a dick. Well, doesn't have a dick anymore,
Doesn't
but
have one anymore.
um, he's the Jumanji guy, and then we see. I mean, at some point, it must have worn off. Whatever, her
Well,
powers.
she says a certain amount of times.
I think she says no. She just says like every hour on the hour. She never says how long to go for.
Oh,
Yeah. So like to me,
it's like the day. I don't know. Most of the time,
see,
she also does kill them, so that doesn't
yeah,
really
usually,
let us
yeah,
get
yeah.
a clear view. Like when she tells the one guy to eat his hands.
Hmm.
That was so fucked up.
Yeah, that was great.
That was
And that was
horrible.
I do. That's what I love about the powers is it's not like mind control in the sense of like, oh, they're under her control. Like they're still thinking clearly. They just
Because they
have to
start
do this.
screaming.
Yeah, like Shetty, the dean, she slits her throat. She's crying. The dude is screaming in his hands. The guy who she makes eat a bomb is like freaking out. I mean, it's scary. It's really
Fucked
really
up.
good.
All
Um,
the powers in the boys are so
yeah,
horrible.
yeah. But I think it's just you got to kind of define how long it lasts
Yeah.
because especially with Sam with the have no feelings, in season 2, I'm sure Sam's going to meet up with Emma again and what's going to happen? Are they going to have any sort of emotional connection because if the have no feelings thing is still going on, that can't happen at least on Sam's side.
Yeah.
Um yeah, I think that line of have no feeling, I think there's just something I feel like you got to change that to make it a little better, a little bit more
Yeah.
clear, a little more defined. Like even something as simple as just like kill all humans. Like don't feel bad about killing humans, something like that.
If you just said kill all humans, we would be in a
No, yeah,
very bad spot.
yeah, but I feel like have no feel or feel nothing is the line. It's so vague, and it's like it's a really hard thing to write in because he's not going to give a shit, which is good. But at the same time, when he starts talking to other characters, how's that going to happen?
Yeah.
Especially if like, and we see at the very end, Kate gets her arm blown off. She still has one, so she could maybe touch him again and be like, "All right, you're good now." But
Yo.
if Kate were to die and he would never have feelings again, what's going to happen? The
Yeah.
only way to stop him is to kill him at that point. Like, it's just kind of a line it's very vague, and I think it could really drag down his story in a second season.
Mhm.
So it's just something I wish they could have changed. Um, I don't know. You think of anything else?
I just wanted to talk more about the finale at this point.
Yeah.
So I like seeing I like superheroes going bad pretty much. Like I like seeing superpowers used for the wrong reasons.
Hmm.
Because most of the time we don't see villains actually do the thing that they do. It's a lot of the time we see them do it against the hero they're fighting,
Yeah.
not against normal civilians. Except in the boys, where that's a very big part of the show.
Yeah.
So I like seeing Marie start to actually use her powers more. She starts understanding them, and she cuts off Kate's arm, and even Andre like looks at her.
Yeah. She's
He's
like,
like,
"What did you
"What
do?"
the fuck was that,
Yeah.
bitch?" Man, if she wanted to, she could just sucked all Kate's blood out.
She could have.
That just would have been it.
Yeah. She could have popped her head like Newman does all the time.
Yo,
Because that was a great revelation that they have the same powers. Because that was the thing I remember of like, is Newman's powers just exploding heads, or can she control blood in
yeah, because
general?
we didn't know because we talked about that last
Mhm.
when we did the boys review. We said we're like, is that it? Like,
Yeah.
or is there more to the powers?
Yeah.
So now we know that there are more to
Mhm.
them.
I've always thought it was controlling blood. So when I saw that, I was like, yes,
Yes.
let's go. Um,
And then we get a really cool cameo. I
mhm.
guess you can say cameo. Is that Homelander shows up because they what's the girl's name with the red hair?
Maeve. Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about.
The person in charge of
Shit.
Vought.
Yeah, the CEO. Is she the CEO? She's not the CEO, but she's the director at
Yeah,
Vought. Yeah, Ashley.
Ashley.
Mhm.
She calls for like any of the seven. Get him here now.
Yeah, of
And of course, it's Homelander.
course it's Homelander.
And when I'm telling you, it was one of the best scenes of the entire show.
Hmm.
Like the way he talked, because he sees Marie cut off Kate's hand, and he lands, and everyone has like their phones out,
Hmm.
and he just yells for them. He's like, "Back away, everyone!"
Yeah.
Like being the hero. And as soon as he quiets down a little bit, he's like, "You attack your own kind."
What kind of animal are you?
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. What what kind of animal are you? Like it's so good. I love Homelander started off as just a really cool villain. And in season 2, he's a really cool villain. By season 3, he's not just a cool villain. Like every time he comes on screen, you're not like, "Oh, what's he gonna do?" You're like, "Oh fuck, anything bad could happen at
Anything.
any point." Like he's so unpredictable at this. It's just he's such a
Yeah,
great
because in season
character.
3, he just snaps.
Yeah, like I don't know any villain in anything else that's as genuinely terrifying as Homelander.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you realize it's him coming down, the feeling of dread you
It
get,
does come
like,
right. You're like,
oh shit.
oh. And it's just the like going back to season 3 when he lets that girl kill herself.
Yeah,
He doesn't let her; he forces her.
yeah. Jump.
That is one of the darkest scenes
It's so
in
bad.
anything I've
'Cause
watched.
it's ripped straight from Superman, where he saves the girl and
Yeah,
like carries her down. Oh,
jump.
jump, do it.
Come on. You want to get up here. You want everyone's attention. Jump. It's the
God,
it's the way Anthony Starr says everything.
oh, it's so
Like
good.
his pacing on his words,
Yeah,
like his rhythm, is so.
he's just heartless.
It's so
He's
good.
literally, and that's like, if Sam has no feelings anymore, he might get to that point. You know what
I
I
want
mean?
to see
Like
them battle it out.
Homelander would wipe the floor
I don't
with
know
Sam,
about
dude.
that. I
He
don't
could
think.
hold him
I
down,
think
but he
people forget that Homelander isn't as strong as everyone thinks he is. It's just him against the people we've seen him fight.
but Homelander also
He
has
hides from people though, like fights. He
he
backs down.
does, but also remember that the only fight we've seen him lose, it was 3-on-1, and they had to
That's one of
hold
the best
him
episodes
down.
of television.
Oh, it was amazing. Hero Gasm's
Herogasm was
phenomenal.
so good.
It might be the most like hyped up episode of television ever.
I mean, people were so excited for
Yeah.
Herogasm.
um,
It's such a random thing to be hyped for.
yeah, but I think Homelander is like, because he has the best of every world. He can fly as fast as A Train can run. I mean, we haven't seen that exactly, but he can fly
Yeah.
really fucking fast.
Shoot
He's
lasers out of his eyes.
strong as anybody. He can shoot lasers out of his eyes, which, for all we know, if he just holds on to Sam and does that, he can just melt them.
Yeah.
Because who have we seen him hit? Well, Marie survived it, so I guess it's not guaranteed. But, God, he's just terrifying. It's such a phenomenal villain.
Phenomenal show.
Yeah, great show. But as far as the very very end when they all wake up,
I was
in the
excited.
room,
I kind of want to know
oh,
what's
no,
going on.
I'm excited. I just wish we got more. I mean, obviously they're going to explain it, whether it's
I think it's being the boys.
Envy.
I think they're all going to appear in season 4.
yeah. I think they're going to figure it out. But I just wish we saw like maybe everybody else get captured, like at least Marie being all like Daisy and like dazed and hazy.
Yeah.
Seeing it happen, like I think it was just such a quick cut to them just all in a room together. Like, oh, I guess we're here now. It's like, what the hell? What happened? You know, and we're gonna find out what happened. But it was still very jarring while I was watching it.
Especially with all the white.
Yeah.
Definitely not easy for the eyes to just adjust back to that.
Mhm.
But they yeah, it ends there, and then we get a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Good old Billy Butcher,
Billy Butcher.
and he's at Godolkin, and you see him there, and he picks up brain matter.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What do you say, oi?"
I forget what he says. I forget what he says.
Oh,
Fucker, cunt. But
Yeah, he says, yeah.
it's just one of those two classic lines.
He says a
Um,
very Billy Butcher line.
Yeah, dude, I literally got. Have you seen the memes of like Instagram Reels users watching a car crash happen right after this, and it's Billy Butcher going like, "Oh, that was fucking diabolical." The next reel I had was a car crash.
Really?
I almost screen recorded it. It was too perfect.
That was bloody
That was
diabolical.
bloody
That's one of the
diabolical.
best scenes.
So good.
When he picks up that thing and just uses it as a gun.
And it turns off. He's like, "Come on."
It's
So
fucking
good.
diabolical.
No, I think
Oh God, The Boys is so goddamn. I'm so excited
yeah,
for that show to come back.
season 4 of The Boys is going to be really good. Especially we know Newman has the disease. Mallory and Butcher now know about it. So it's going to be really fascinating because I wonder if they know that
Wait, what
Newman has it,
disease?
like the disease that only affects soups,
Oh yeah.
like
Oh
that they're
jeez,
working
I
on.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it's like half the point of the show.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, so that's gonna obviously be probably one of, if not the driving factor of the boys season 4. I think Newman having that is a huge deal. Um, I just don't know what she's gonna use it for because obviously it
Yeah.
could
Is
kill
she?
her super easily, but like what's gonna happen? I really don't
Maybe she's
know.
gonna find a way to turn on humans.
Maybe.
Because I mean, she doesn't like humans.
No, she's not a fan.
Not a fan at all.
Maybe she's gonna use it. I don't know. Maybe she uses it. Finds a way to like make it non-contagious, and it can only she gives it to certain soups.
Yeah, like people
Maybe.
that she thinks are getting too close to what she knows.
Yeah.
That know that she's a soup.
Hmm. Yeah.
There's a lot that could happen.
Yeah. It's gonna be a really really interesting season. Um, I can't wait for Butcher to get there. Yeah, I wonder where they're holding the kids from Gen
I
V.
think they're in Vault.
They're probably a vault tower, but I don't know. Or they have some like black site somewhere.
It's probably just Vault Tower.
It probably is. Keep it simple.
Vault Tower is a hell on earth.
Yeah. Oh, also another thing, kind of lazy-ish writing that I just thought of again.
Hmm.
The whole polarity thing, where his powers are causing like holes in his brain and it's just
Mhm.
really fucking him up. That makes sense, and that's a really interesting thing. And like,
Yeah, I like seeing that the powers hurt you.
yeah, I love seeing that in superhero stuff where the powers. It's like in Watchmen where Owlman's archvillain just gets cancer and he's like, "This happened from using my power." Like, it's cool when the powers itself
Start to
hurt you.
deteriorate you.
Yeah, but at the same time, when it happens to Andre, it only starts happening to him right after he found out about it, and it's like this took. I mean, his dad's probably 20, maybe 30 years older than him,
Yeah.
and it's just starting to, maybe not just starting to, but just starting to seriously affect him right after Andre finds out about it.
Well, no,
He's
Andre
like,
does show
oh,
throughout the show that he says he has headaches and stuff.
he does have headaches, but
So that's part of
I
it.
feel like it's just kind of weird that it just really starts to show up
Yeah,
after he
it's
found out about
just
it.
like too quick.
Yeah, I
Too
feel like he
close
was, yeah, I feel like that. I don't know, just one of those little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the finale is just full of little things that you can really pick apart, and but as a whole, it's not terrible. It's just so goddamn short. Like,
That's my biggest issue is that
yeah,
it wasn't long enough.
the whole series is 45 to 50-minute episodes, and this one was half an
Yeah,
hour.
it wasn't like 33.
Yeah.
I would have liked to just seen more of the fight.
Mhm.
Like I feel like Kate could have put up a better fight.
Yeah.
Like I guess she has a really cool power, but like I would have liked to seen her like turn Andre against her or something. Something that meant a little more.
Yeah, something more. I do love when she takes down what was it, Maverick, the invisible dude?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. She starts seeing like his bloodstream. That
She
was really
beats
cool.
his ass.
Yeah.
Maverick just has nothing.
Yeah.
He just turns invisible.
I do like that he's what's his name's son though?
The one who died.
Translucent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Translucent. I just remember that's when I knew the show we got into. When they blow him up. I was like,
Dude, it's
what the
crazy.
hell am I watching?
No, when they're trying to figure out how to kill him, and they just Frenchie comes in with a 50 cal, and just starts bouncing around the room. It's great. God, the boys is just so goddamn good.
I might have to rewatch all of it before the next season comes out.
Yeah.
Once
like
I
you were
find out a
saying-
date, I'll
Yeah.
probably rewatch it.
Because they just said 2020. Have they said earlier, late 2024?
They're doing ADR right now.
Oh, okay.
They said VFX are 80% done.
Gotcha.
It's all
I'd
filmed.
imagine somewhere around like March, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't expecting House of the Dragon to come out in July.
No. Not at
June,
all.
July.
Yeah. Yeah, the boys is just a great show,
I
man.
can't wait for House of the Dragon.
Oh, House of the
We're
Dragon.
going to be
great.
treated to a great summer.
Yeah.
of TV.
Except you said it was 9 episodes though, right? It's kind of disappointing. Just cut one out.
More money, bigger sets,
It's true.
bigger fights.
It's true. I still have hope. The first season was great.
Yeah,
But
I have nothing's telling me this isn't going to be a banger.
yeah.
Now, the Duncan and the Egg show might not be as
Is
good.
that still getting made?
Yeah, that's like in pre-production now.
Oh.
Like, that's actually moving forward. I think it's the only one that is moving forward out of like the 7 they announced a couple years ago.
Yeah, because there was the one I
There was
forget.
the C one. then
Yeah.
there was
The lady who brought like everybody across the narrow
yeah,
sea.
none of that's. I don't think that.
Yeah, I forget her name.
But yeah, anything you want to add about Gen V?
Nymeria, I believe is her name, because that was Arya's wolf. I'm fairly sure she named her after that. I still gotta read those books, dude. I've had them since last Christmas. I'm like 120 pages deep in the first
In
one.
the first book.
Just,
You got
I haven't
time because
touched
the
it.
next one isn't out yet.
Yeah.
The Winds of Winter is
Winds of Winter is never
it's
coming
never
out.
happening.
So
I think
sad.
I've given up hope. I'll read it if I'll read all of them. Winds of Winter comes out.
Yeah. I mean, it'll come out eventually.
No, it won't.
No, I think like somebody will find transcripts and be like and finish it for
Oh
George R.
yeah,
R. Martin.
George R. R. Martin's
George
not
R. R.
finished.
Martin's not finishing
Yeah,
it.
so it's not gonna be as
Yeah,
good.
which sucks because I hate to say that about the guy because we know why he's not going to finish it, and it kind of sucks to say, but
Yeah,
still.
it's a mix of old age,
Very
and I
young.
think he also just has a lot of other things.
Mhm.
Like the dude's a producer on everything now.
Yeah, I think he's gotten too involved in the show, which he should be involved in the
No,
shows.
because him
But
not being involved is what caused the ending.
that is true. But I think he's so involved in them. Like he can be a producer and he can be like he can read over the scripts and like that, but he's like
I think he's
deeply
an
involved
executive
in
producer
everything.
now.
Yeah, like he is always involved, which is good because I know he started his career wanting to get into TV and film. So it's very good for him, and I'm happy for him. But finish the goddamn books. You promised to. We're waiting on him, dude. It's been 12 years now. Like, come on now.
Yeah, anything to
No, Gen V was great. I always say no and then talk.
Yeah.
And I've said this multiple times,
Yep.
but I'm gonna keep doing it. Gen V's great. The Boys is phenomenal. I cannot wait for season 4. That's it.
That's it. Well,
That's it. Oh, Madam Web is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, it's
Well-
gonna be a bad movie.
We're not ending the episode yet. We still have to do a recommendation of the week. Ryan.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, that was funny. What am I gonna? I'm gonna recommend The Midnight Club. It's on Netflix. It is a Mike Flanagan show.
Mhm.
It is about a hospice house for children dying of cancer. It's very sad. But they always meet at midnight and they tell horror stories. But the horror stories slowly start to become real life. And it broke the record for the most jump scares ever in a television show and the most jump scares ever in a single episode of television with 38.
Which sounds like shit, but Mike Flanagan's very good. At
It's a
jump
banger
scares.
show. You should definitely watch it. It has very good reviews.
I'll stick with Mike Flanagan. We're not finished it yet, but we're watching The Haunting of
You
Hill House together.
aren't
Yeah,
interested.
but you still forgot most of it.
I
Like,
still know. I know what's going to happen. I don't have
everything's
to-
scaring you though.
Yeah, because everything scares me. My own shadow probably scares me most of the time.
Yeah. Haunting of Hill House has been great, and I
can't
read
wait
the
for you to
book.
get scared finally. You're gonna jump and it's gonna make me.
Is it this episode or is it next?
I'm not telling
Is
you.
it coming up? All right, I just want to know.
I know exactly when it is in the episode
Okay,
and
that's
what
fine.
episode.
It's fine. Yeah, I read the book for an English class, Haunting of Hill House, and I didn't love it. It's not bad, but the show changes up basically everything from the book, and it does a really, really good job of it. Because that happens all the time, where like they take a book and adapt it, and it's a loose adaptation. This one is just straight up like we're gonna keep a few of the names,
And then we're gonna
Everything-
lay Easter eggs in from the book.
yeah. Like Dr. Montague is Eleanor's therapist. I was like, I get that. They dropped the name Sanderson for Luke, but they're all
Yeah,
family
because
in the
that's
show.
Luke's
His name in the I almost said in the comics.
in the book.
the
It's
book.
his recovery house.
Yeah, no, it's been a really, really good show. We're 6 episodes deep, right? Yeah, so we got to finish it, but it's been great. I've heard the ending is,
Yeah,
Hit
I
or
told
miss.
you. I said this.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the ending of the book is pretty shit. In
Yeah,
my
this
opinion.
is. It's not. Ending of the show is not horrible.
Yeah,
It's just you're like really, like that's it. Like
that's the same
We did
thing with-
all these episodes for that.
yeah, that's the same thing with the book. Is that like, I get it, but that's the best you could do. Like, yeah. So, don't read books. Just watch things. It's a much better medium.
Definitely read books. Please keep reading.
Just get like a word of the day calendar. That's all.
Me
that
and
really
Ryan
matters.
are what happens when you stop reading.
This is true. You
Don't-
start
don't-
cheating in math class.
Don't look at my tabs I'm using right now.
Yeah, ChatGPT going.
I didn't say that. Do you have anything else?
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Popcorn Podcast. Make sure to continue listening to the show anywhere you find podcasts: Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify. YouTube, TikTok, anywhere else you can find us. My Instagram is Tom_Cresta. Ryan's is Fran_12. The Instagram for the show is the underscore popcorn underscore podcast. TikTok is the popcorn underscore pod. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will be back later this week to talk about Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and
Oh,
Snakes.
forgot about that one.